Hi, today from Black Forest. Today I will tell you what happened in my 2019, what goals I have achieved. I will, so to say, become accountable to you for the goals I set off to achieve in 2019, and I will also reveal my goals for 2020 to you. And of course, at the end, I will give you my wishes to you for the year 2020. So it is worth staying till the end of this video. See you in the next part. Hi again. Today we will talk about what happened in my life in 2019, what goals I have achieved from the ones I have set off to achieve. And we will analyze that, and I will tell you also about my goals for the next year. And at the end, I will give you my wishes to you for the year 2020. But at the beginning, I would like to thank you for your contribution to my life, to this channel, for your supportive words, for your warmth, for your nice comments, for your nice emails. And also I would like all the readers of this book for reading this book, and also for their enthusiasm and their fascination about the contents of that book, and for spreading the word of that book. Thank you so much. And let's start with what happened this year. At the beginning, let's talk about the things that I haven't really codified as goals, but they happened as a side effect. So I conducted 19 travels. I mean here international travels. I don't mean traveling in my country now. 19 international travels to several continents. I visited 13 countries this year, and my country counter, so to say, the number of countries I have visited in my life went up to 60 countries. Then I published roughly 170 videos with the content about billionaires, about how they think, how they act, about the best entrepreneurs in the world, about how to achieve extraordinary things, how to do the impossible. I publish also videos about economy, about money, and sometimes about cryptocurrencies. So 170 videos. And I would like to encourage you to have this perspective that the good days are not the days that you reap the fruit of your work. The good days are the days where you can actually sow as much as possible, when you prepare the ground for your future success, when you create something, when you create as much as possible that you can take advantage of in the future, that will pay off in the future. So the days that you prepare your success are, for me, much more valuable than the days that I actually reap the success. But let's talk about reaping the success now, because this is what achieving goals is about. So I had these 5 main goals at the beginning of 2019 for the year 2019. And I always break it down in percentages, so they add up to 100%. 30% was hitting my spine, my back, generally, because I had some health problems with my back. Then 30% was about building a billionaire peer group, a global organization of billionaires. Then 20% becoming #1 Amazon bestseller. Then 10% getting 1 million views on my English TED Talk. And then the last goal of these top 5 goals was, with the contribution of 10%, getting 100,000 fans or subscribers on my English channel. Let's see how I achieved that. Let's start with the smallest goals. 100,000 English fans or subscribers on my English YouTube channel. This is the channel that you are watching. Unfortunately, I achieved only 10,000 subscribers. More or less, depending on when you watch it, you will see 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel right now. That means only 10% achievement of that 10% goal. This means only 1% contribution to my top 5 goals. Not really satisfied with that one. Let's move to the next one. At the beginning of the year, I didn't know where I will give an English TED Talk. I didn't have an invitation to English TED Talk. I didn't know where and when. And of course, I didn't know if I will be so successful with that TED Talk. I gave that TED Talk in February at the University of New York in Prague, and it is called Impossible is Easier Than You Think. And it turned out it gathered over 1 million views already, and you can find it under the link below this video. I invite you to watch this impressive or inspiring TED Talk. I get a really good feedback for that TED Talk, and it changed lives of many people already. So I'm really proud of that achievement, and I achieved it in 100%. And the contribution of that goal was 10%. So altogether we have 10% contribution to my top 5 goals here. Okay, next, let's move to the next goal. And this is probably the achievement I am most proud in this year. And it was with 20% regarding the book The $1 Billion Secret that I published in June 2019. And the goal there was to become #1 bestseller with that book. And I'm happy to tell you that it became a global bestseller. We got not only #1 rank on Amazon in USA, in United Kingdom, in Canada, in United Arab Emirates, in Brazil, Germany, and several other countries. Not only that, we got, meanwhile, 11 language editions on the way, meaning not only English edition, also Spanish, Portuguese edition, Korean, Vietnamese, Turkish, Bulgarian, Polish, Hungarian, Serbian, and Ukrainian edition. Over 300 articles and interviews in press, radio, and TV were published in over 40 countries. And I'm not talking here about minor, outlets. I'm talking here about outlets like ABC, BBC, CBS, NBC, Fox, Wall Street Journal, USA Today, The Telegraph, Forbes, Inc., Entrepreneur, Business Insider, CNBC, Yahoo, and MSN, and many, many more. So I'm really happy that I achieved the goal, and actually achieved much more than the goal was. And I consider it my greatest achievement not only because of that, because of the effort and work, time, and money I have put into that. It took 6 years of my life to accomplish that. 21 self-made billionaires were needed. Several travels around the globe, physically around the globe, and the involvement of 100 people was needed in order to accomplish this. And nobody has ever done anything like that before. Nobody has ever gathered so many billionaires for a book project on a global scale. So we have a 100% goal achievement of this 20% goal, and that means a contribution to my top 5 goals of 20%. Let's move to the next one. 30% goal was to build a billionaire peer group. What is a billionaire peer group? This is a global organization for billionaires, for a kind of mastermind networking organization, but also with a huge philanthropic dimension. And the mission or the vision I want to give that group is to impact 1 billion people around the globe. And that's why this group, the working name is 10-digit impact group. And we met for the first time in May 2019 in London in a small, really small group, several people only. But I want to achieve 10 people in that group at least in 2020. And we want to put a structure to that group, constitute a company and organization, formal organization around that, and of course set up a business model and a team. And this isn't achieved yet. This is right now, it's like informal, it's not organized in a formal way, and there is no team involved in that project yet. So if you think you are somebody who is able to work on that level globally, to involve and to bring in know-how in that project on the highest level, then I encourage you to get in contact with me. Go to nolimits.co, use the contact form there, and write me about yourself, and maybe you will end up in our team. It will be a small team of maybe 1-2 people, with me 3 people, but it will be a high rank team and a top level project, a global top level project with the best entrepreneurs in the world. So I would consider here 50% goal execution or goal fulfillment. 50% of 30% means 15% contribution to my top 5 goals. And the last of the top 5 goals was to heal my back, my spine. And this happened partly. I released a blockade that I had in my spine, and it means now I'm much more flexible, and I have much better movement range in my spine. I wouldn't say it is healed in 100%, so I will need some more time here to get it to 100% full functionality, full health. So I would say we have here also 50% goal realization of 30% goal weight, meaning contribution of 15% to my top 5 goals. You will end up with 61% goal execution or goal fulfillment, and this is of the top 5 goals, of course, and this is the highest percentage in history. As you know, I have been doing that on since 2002, like defining the yearly goals and in a very precise way. But I'm doing the percentages and the realization ratios since 2007, so for 13 years already. And since then, this is the highest score in the history. And I also score my minor goals because I have, as I said, these 5 categories. Until this year, I had the 5 categories, and this is the first category is the soul. The second is the mind. The third is the body, health, sport. The fourth is the business, and the fifth was the material category. But this year I added one more, and this is the habits category. So I also defined the habits that I want to develop in that year. And in that altogether realization of the minor goals, I had this year 20.5%, which is a middle range. There were years with a higher realization, there were years with a lower realization, but all of them are, of course, quite ambitious goals. I am satisfied with that realization ratio, but what I am really satisfied about is the 61% of the top 5 goals, and I would like to encourage you to focus on realizing your top goals, because these are the goals that were bring your life further, that will propel your career. And these are really breakthrough goals that will really help you achieve great things in your life. So you just, stack up your achievements, stack up your successes, or your abilities, your capabilities by achieving these goals. So it is important to focus on the top goals, and it is more important to achieve your top goals than the minor goals. Let's now talk about the top 5 goals that I defined for the year 2020. And I will, here again, I will divide them up in percentages. So 30% again, health. Make my spine, make my back 100% healthy. And also there are some minor health goals there that I want to optimize. So 30% is health. Then 30% is to build 10 dig, meaning 10-digit impact group. As I said, I'm not really, the organization is not formally set and doesn't have a team, a business model. This is something that I want to accomplish this year. The next goal is 15% is to build billion-dollar enterprises structure. Billion-dollar enterprises is the company that distributes the knowledge of billionaires in the world. Billion-dollar enterprises has this mission to create the most efficient support ecosystem for entrepreneurs that will use the billionaire knowledge, the wisdom of billionaires, to help these participants in that ecosystem create billions of dollars in value till the end of 2024. This is the mission of that billion-dollar enterprise company. And I want to set up a structure. Right now we have only one country subsidiary, but I want to set up a structure of a global company with at least 3 subsidiaries this year. We will see how far I will go with that, how far I will manage to do that. Then the next goal is again 15%, 100,000 English subscribers or English fans on my English YouTube channel. Meaning, as you see, if I don't achieve a goal in 1 year, it doesn't mean I give it up. I will just give me more time to achieve it until I achieve it, right? So 100,000 subscribers on my English channel. This is a focus on this year. And then I have 10% to build 10 deep, meaning 10-digit impact publishing, and that will be a small publishing house or publishing company that will publish the knowledge of billionaires, the wisdom of billionaires, written by either billionaire or other people. And I hope to be able to publish 2 external books this year, in the year 2020. At the end, I want to wish you a fantastic year 2020. I wish you to dream big, to think big, and to spot every opportunity around you, to take advantage of that and to take out the most out of it. I wish you to overcome your fears and to act despite uncertainty. And of course, I wish you an amazing success with everything you undertake. Let's astonish ourselves this year. That's it for today. I want to leave you with some snapshots from this year, what happened in my life, in this channel, in our lives. Have fun and see you next year.